Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. So the feeling that I get when I tune into your energy is that of clearing the air. That's the message I keep getting. And that can mean a number of different things. I do feel like you're moving into a time of union and separation. That's actually what I feel. I feel like you're moving into a time where you're gonna be uniting with things that are truly for you, for your highest good, and you're gonna be separating from things that are no longer serving you. And that these actions, these events that are gonna take place, that is gonna lead to this clearing of the air. And so I feel, again, it's symbolic and it can mean so many different things. But first and foremost, I think that what will happen for you individually is that you're going to start to feel so much more clear within yourself. You're going to start to see things much more clearly. There's going to be less doubt, less insecurity, less interference, less distractions. I feel like you're just going to be much sharper in your mind, in your vision, and in your direction. So that's one thing. But I also think that, especially with this feeling of union, that there is some kind of clearing of air between you and other people potentially. That could also be the case. And I do feel like there may be specific people that have seen you in one way, or maybe this is you that have seen them in one way. But now, as this air is being cleared, you're gonna see each other in a new light. You're gonna see each other in a very different way. There's gonna be new inspiration coming in, new timelines, new opportunities. It is really a beautiful energy coming in for you. So depending on where you are in your life, whether you are really living from your heart already, or whether you are pushing yourself to do a lot of things that you don't want, that's going to depend. I think that's going to kind of decide what it is that you're going to experience over the next months. If you're pushing yourself a lot and forcing yourself to do things that you don't really want, you're gonna be forced to liberate yourself more and to be more free. Let yourself be more free. I'm hearing stop giving so many fucks away. It's like, stop caring so much about other people and their minds and what they're saying, and just focus on what you feel is right for you. But then I think that there's also a group of you that you've really been living from your heart for the longest time. You've been building your heart. And for these people, you're just going to start to move into union. You're going to start to experience the things that you've been dreaming about. You're going to experience a lot of inspiration coming in, and just like, it's almost like driving you forward, but in a gentle way. So I do love that. Also, I did get 2 cards for you, the Swan and the Gazelle. And I do feel like these are those 2 energies that I spoke about. So the Swan is definitely that energy of really listening to its own heart. You see here, this is someone that reflects. They look inside. They look in the mirror. They want to go deeper, figure out who they are. They want life to feel easy. They want to be graceful. And so they want to go with the current of who they are, the flow of who they're meant to be. They want things to flow effortlessly. They don't want to fight. They don't want to try to change people. They don't want to try to convince other people to do. They just want to live their own life. That's what I'm feeling with this person. And so they are very harmonious, very graceful, very beautiful. And I feel like they are going to move into a time of just beauty, expressing beauty. And then we have the Gazelle. And I feel like the Gazelle, they have been through a more challenging period. And by the way, you can feel both of these energies within yourself. I think that is probably the most common, that we have a little bit of both within. As well as maybe also seeing that other people also have both of these energies to greater or lesser extent. But the gazelle is more of an anxious energy. You know, I feel like the gazelle has been through a period of time where they have felt quite insecure and maybe having quite a lot of anxiety, not really feeling at peace. I feel like this gazelle may have been running from this kind of predator. You know, maybe they've been running from their own shadows. Uh, Maybe even they've been running from external people, like people that they would see as a threat, trying to get away from people that kind of try to bond them in different ways, like people that weren't good for them. That can also be the case. But anyway, now I feel like this gazelle is coming to this point of stillness. You see, this gazelle is resting here. And I feel with the ears and the horns, it's almost like they are starting to listen. They are starting to listen to their own heart. And I feel that's when they actually start to connect with this swan energy. So again, this feels like it could be two different people. It could be within yourself. But the gazelle is starting to listen to the swan, and it's like it's starting actually to learn from the swan. That's what I'm feeling. It's starting to make its own life more easy, more effortless, more flowing, more graceful. So I do love that. It is very beautiful, and it's also these two animals, you see, it's like light fire and dark water. So again, I feel like this could be some kind of counterpart twin flame reading as well, where it's like two people are helping each other to become whole in a way through the subconscious. You know, this is happening on a distance if this is the case, because it's like they're meant to awaken that inner world of reflection. So let's see, what can we get here for Gemini for these two? Wow, they are so cute when I'm looking at them, especially the gazelle. Looks a little bit sad almost though. It's like, I've been running for so long, is what I feel like this gazelle is saying. It's like, gosh. You know, I'm also hearing like it didn't have to be this difficult. So I think like the gazelle is realizing a couple of things, you know, about, I'm hearing his old ways. So maybe this is a more masculine energy. It's also an energy of fire. So that tends to be more masculine. Ooh, okay, cards coming out. Wow, underneath the deck was the Four of Cups. And then the Son of Cups behind there. So there is something also here about having to open your heart here. It's kind of the heart opening, I feel that's the key somehow. So let's see, the cards, there were like two cards coming out and they fell on top like this. So let's see, what is it here for the gazelle? Wow. Oh, this is that swan, isn't it? It's the Mother of Cups. So yeah, I am feeling that the gazelle has some kind of communication with that swan person. And let's see the other one here. That is interesting. The Daughter of Pentacles. I actually feel like the swan is tuning into the Daughter of Pentacles. Is like pentacles are earth, and all of the pages or the daughters in this deck, they are also earth. So I feel like this is kind of like that double earth, the new earth, you know, the new growth that is gonna come in from this heart opening. And so that's actually what I'm feeling that this swan energy is focused on, that they are actually focused on, I'm hearing the child, you know, so that may be their inner child. Also, if this is a relationship, you know, it may be a child that kind of these two people are meant to manifest together. It could also just be like new creative projects, with the inner child. Again, like I said, a lot of growth, heart-oriented growth, wanting to come forward, like beauty and play and having fun, and just like, again, creating effortlessly. So that's what I feel like this swan energy is actually manifesting right now. I'm hearing she's filling her mind with it, and kind of letting that spirit, the spirit of the child, fill her. I'm hearing the spirit of the divine child fill her consciousness. And I'm hearing these giggles. And it's like the more she does what the divine child asks of her, the more fun she's gonna have. I'm just hearing this giggle and just like, being so grateful for life, really. So I love that. But then the gazelle, like I said, I feel like the gazelle is actually more sad. And I do feel like, the gazelle has been running. So maybe instead of reflecting like the swan did, if this is a relationship particularly, instead of reflecting like the swan did, he kind of chose to run away, to try to run away from the shadows instead of trying to reflect them, instead of trying to understand them. He was just like pushing them away and like, yuck, get away from me, these disgusting energies, And I feel like as a result, it's almost like he didn't really see what was going on the subconscious level. He wasn't paying attention, he wasn't reflecting, he was running. He was externalizing, looking outside instead of looking inside. And so now I feel like it's almost like this gazelle is going through a period of mourning, of just realizing that the swan has actually been trying to talk to him for the longest time, to communicate to him through the subconscious. So this is particularly if this has been a relationship, like a twin flame dynamic, but it can also be like, if that doesn't resonate, it can also be like this is just your guidance. Like that in a way, for some of you, maybe you've experienced kind of this, like having rejected your guidance for so long that you didn't listen to your heart. You just kept pushing yourselves to do things that you actually didn't really want to do, but you just like thought it was the right thing, wanting to live up to all of these standards maybe. Yeah, the rest of the gazelles, the flock of the gazelle, trying to follow kind of the mainstream. But now I feel like for some of you, you're just coming into a period where like you're starting to listen more to your guidance, and you're starting to open your heart. And usually that just comes with tears. That's what I'm feeling. Have to be willing to receive that cup, that heart opening, that breaking of the heart, to be able to move to the next level. That's what I'm feeling for some of you. And so I think that many of the gazelles, the people that have been very much in this energy, they are doing that now. Starting to open their heart, starting to shed the tears that needs to be shed, so that their bodies can begin to heal, and so that they can have this connection, is what I'm feeling, with either this other person or this guide, or even this like way of living, because that person or that guide is kind of the link to the new earth. That's what I'm feeling, to the new child, to the new creativity, to all of that green growth and abundance that wants to come through. I love it, because it just feels like everything is falling into place actually with this reading. I feel like, yeah, you really can't make any mistakes now. If you're willing to open your heart, you can't make any mistakes. Like, you're gonna find your way. You're gonna find your way. Your new life, that's what I'm feeling. Like your dreams coming true. It's very beautiful. Wow. 9 of Wands, but yeah, no, Nine of Pentacles underneath the deck. And then, wow, Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So I'm feeling that for some of you, the reason also why you may feel anxiety is that it's like you're trying to build it all at once. It's like you can kind of see the big picture, and that stresses you out because you don't know how to create that. It's like you get the downloads, you have the dreams, you know maybe at this point in time what it is that you want, but it's just like your mind doesn't know how to create it. It's like the mind just goes crazy. It's like, I don't know, like what do I do now? So that's what I'm feeling for some of you, and that's actually where I'm feeling this Ace of Wands, you know, and the Swan. It's just saying like, just take one step today. Like, do one small thing today, and then you wait. You know, it's like making one action today, and then you let go of that, you give it, surrender it to the universe, you know, you see what happens, kind of like reset yourself, you have a sleep, and then the next day you look within again and see what guidance comes through today. Like, what kind of action can I make today? I'm feeling that it's something like that, because it's like we're building our new mind, we're building the new matrix, and so we won't know, like we won't be able to see far ahead. It's like the books of the new recipes, you know, haven't been created yet, so there are no step-by-steps. We won't know in that way. We'll have to always, we're in a period of having to tune in constantly, you know, just going with the flow that is right now, but we're not really able to look far ahead and kind of know exactly where the river is going to take us, because I'm hearing also because it's continuously being created. Like, it's not even set yet. That's what I'm feeling. It's just not even set yet. We're kind of in this period of chaos a little bit, you know, everything just changing its position, and so we won't know. And so don't worry if you feel like, I don't know. None of us do. Like, none of us do at this point in time. We're just meant to take one small step. Like, if you feel, oh, okay, I can do this, just that's all. Do that, and then like reset and see what kind of new guidance you get. That's what I'm feeling. So that is actually kind of cool. It takes the burden off a little bit. I feel like we're not meant to be experts actually at this point in time. We're meant to be comfortable just being children, exploring this new world. And also, actually, what I'm hearing is that that vibration of being young, you know, being the young, the child, is also what is gonna protect us. Because it's like the earth is just gonna read our vibration as child, and child needs mother, you know, so she's just gonna be like protecting the people that hold this vibration. And I'm feeling that there is quite a lot of like healing in regards to that. I think a lot of people are gonna find that very comforting, to have that kind of like relationship with earth again, like feeling protected by nature and feeling guided by the earth as well, like knowing that the earth wants us to be here, you know what I mean, because we are listening. Because I'm almost crying. It's like I'm feeling all of this, like it's just a lot of healing coming through that playing out that role of the child, you know, the Daughter of Pentacles here. It feels very healing. So let's see, one final message for Gemini. So something about the relationship, maybe I'm feeling that there is, yeah, it's just gonna be slowly. That's what I'm feeling. Like the relationship is gonna unfold slowly. Underneath the deck was the Eight of Swords, because you know, it's step by step. Let's see what card comes out. Yeah, the three of cups. It's the card of union as well, reunion. It's kind of also the card of like being in union with your soul. So again, I'm getting this feeling of that our mind is going through a period, our conscious mind is going through a period where, first of all, it needs to shed so much of the old. You see here, these are all kind of like rotting carcasses, you know, old things that are, yeah, being like broken down and taken away from our minds. And then we also need to spend a lot of time in this chrysalis state to kind of expand our consciousness. That's also what I'm feeling here with the gazelle and the sun in the background, is like expanding our light slowly over time. And so that's why what our fear is also telling us, like your anxiety is telling you that slow down, because it's like your body needs more energy to gather more data. Like you're constantly picking up on things through your subconscious. And it's like when we slow down and we're still and we reflect more, that's when we make those data that we're picking up on through our subconscious conscious. And that's how we expand our conscious mind. So for some of you, it's just I think also looking at your fear in a different way. It's just asking you to slow down so that you can start to see more. Like spend more time looking inside. Spend more time reflecting, tuning into your own subconscious. And if you have a twin flame, spend more time also allowing yourself to just daydream and then observe your daydreams, you know, because they're telling you things. This is how our guidance comes through. It comes through like these daydreams, stories, symbolic visions. So pay attention to it, because it's all a part of building your new mind. That's what I'm feeling. And then slowly, I feel like this is gonna come together. You know, the anxiety is gonna disappear. You know, when this is cleared, there's no more Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords falls away. And then you see here also the Eight of Swords starts coming out, so that this butterfly can open its wings again and feel more free. And so it's only a matter of time. That's what I'm hearing. It's only a matter of time. Taking one step at a time, not feeling overwhelmed, letting yourself be a child, not knowing, you know, letting yourself be small and just moving slowly, gracefully. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, you are really moving into some beautiful energies, Gemini. New growth is on the horizon. Also, potentially, you know, the hyena, the gazelle, that's interesting. The gazelle is kind of, I feel, starting to speak out, starting to show his true self more. And I think that's when you're gonna see the new growth. You know, when the gazelle within yourself, the gazelle within others are starting to really be honest and show who they are, that's when I think that you're gonna experience that that your dreams will start to become reality. So I hope this reading was interesting for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.